wake up? When you gonna wake up? We got innocent men in jail.
Welcome to Lancaster General Hospital. The site of this month's exhibit entitled Silent Witness. A 4-week period of time where untold tens of millions of dollars of your taxpayer money are spent for the sole and explicit purpose of demonstrating that men are attacking women and children and their families. Violence Month was a beautiful concept to highlight the fact that there is domestic violence occurring in the households of America, and it had previously been hidden. Unfortunately, it has been hijacked by the feminist agenda for the purposes of attacking men and setting themselves into positions of power, prestige, and monetary gain. But what I want to see today is the level of equity and fairness in the exhibit. Just how many men will be the perpetrators and women and children the victims, and will they have representation for the men who are falsely accused?
Every year, 1 million innocent Americans are falsely accused of domestic violence, like Cheryl Hutter of Colorado, who hasn't been allowed to see her granddaughter for 2 years thanks to a false allegation against her son, and Ben Vonderheid of Pennsylvania, who was accused of partner abuse 40 times. The court found him innocent on all charges, but the damage to his children will take years to mend.
Only 5% of victims of domestic violence are men abused by women. But of course, it was his father that initiated it, and the children. I want Daddy to stop hurting Mommy.
Why are we seeing all of these false accusations? Because under our current laws, people accused of domestic violence are presumed guilty before they even enter the courthouse. The Violence Against Women Act was written by Senator Joe Biden and passed into law by Republicans and Democrats. This law has now become another out-of-control federal program. The Violence Against Women Act needs to be fixed. Tell your elected officials to put a stop to the false accusations. This message, a service of Radar.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
What exactly are you filming for?
I'm with Daddy Justice Films. Who are you, sir?
I'm security of the hospital.
Oh, okay. No, I've seen this all over TV. Is there a problem?
No, we just have people seeing you with your camera, so they're calling
Yeah, well,
us.
I would like to know. I'd like to speak with someone from the hospital
Okay.
because I don't see the LePay children represented here, and I don't see Lippy-I-A. Lippy-I-O. She murdered her children, but they let her go. Display. Because it seems a little Lippy-I-A. Yes. They only Lippy-I-O. That men are abusing women. She murdered her children, but they let her go. Lancaster, we have 2 little children that were murdered by their mother. Where are they? And I also don't see a representation for the fathers who are falsely accused of sexually molesting their own children and of abuse for the purpose of gaining custody advantage. And those are another set of victims which aren't represented. Okay. So I saw this on Channel 21. I'm doing a documentary, and I thought I'd come out and see if I could get someone to answer those issues. Because this is a completely, the only guy you've got as a victim there, it's his father's fault that he was abusing, he says that when he was a kid, his father abused his mother. So, I mean, this is all...
Are you taping right now?
Yes, I am.
Can you turn that off just for now until we find out what's going on?
Well, no, I don't want to do that because I've been falsely accused, and I don't want to be falsely accused again. I am a victim of domestic violence, of false accusations for many years. And I'm here. You had Channel 21 here. You had the other TV people here. Are you telling me that they're allowed to film and I'm not?
I haven't told you anything.
Okay, well.
The only reason why I approached you was I have people ask me why there's someone in the hallway
Yes, you've been very professional,
filming themselves.
and I thank you. And I've explained that, and very much so. I'd really like someone from the hospital who's stood up and spoke on behalf of this.
I don't know if
group.
I'll be able to get somebody.
Yeah, because this is imbalanced, and these people are raising money for their own organizations. The YWCA gets a lot of money from VAWA, And here they are using your hospital to trumpet an unfair, imbalanced representation of the facts. In fact, women do murder their own children.
That's fine. We understand.
Yes.
Well, did you try making an appointment with anybody, talking to anybody? Because I don't. Like you said, we don't know if we'll be able to get anybody. But it's better to come up with an appointment if you want to talk to someone.
No, they likely will not talk to me, because they're. The other thing that's a problem is the woman that works at the YWCA works here also. The woman who's in charge of the YWCA, I think she's the director, she's quoted in the paper as saying, "I will never again blame a woman for her own actions." That's what she said, and she works here as your public relations department, I believe. So, you know, what's going on? Are you guys here to try to help the YWCA raise money by represent? I know you're not intentionally doing that, but I need to point out to someone that you have a very imbalanced representation here, and it has been represented as you are behind it, the General Hospital, and you've got a connection to the YWCA who is profiting from representing that it's only men attacking women, and that this is unconscionable that you would do this. Where are the silent, invisible father victims of false accusations? Where are they?
I don't know, sir.
8 out of 10 of these PFAs are by police themselves will tell you are false accusations against the
We're
father.
not disagreeing with you here.
So
We're
see if
just
you can get somebody who's a representative
All right,
of the
we'll see what we
hospital
can do
or the
for you.
YWCA. And if not today, let me know when they would be here. I'd love to speak to someone, because this is horrendous that you would be behind this misrepresentation and this outright attempt to get tax money focused to the YWCA and to get their feminist agenda, which is really what this is. This is not balanced.
Actually, we can go right
This is a feminist representation of
You can move it
the
aside,
facts,
sir.
certainly.
Thank you. All right. Well, let us make a phone call
Yeah,
here
sure,
real quick,
sure.
and if you just want to wait right here,
Yes.
we'll get right back to you.
No problem. As you heard me tell him, I'm absolutely offended as a victim of domestic violence by false accusations, which has cost me everything. It's taken my son from me, and it's cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars to defend myself. And I'm not represented here. Neither are the LePay children. Where are the 2 little LePay children who were murdered by their mother in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania? The mother beat the charges by reason of insanity, then went back and was able to eliminate the court ordering her to get therapy. So here's a mother who murdered her own children and was given a free pass. Weren't her children victims? Wasn't their father and grandparents the father of those murdered children? Isn't he a victim of domestic violence? Where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Ignored, obliterated, made a mockery of. Who are the real abusers? The YWCA, the people who put these things on, help perpetrate false accusations through PFAs upon thousands and thousands of men throughout the last 20 years in Lancaster County. We've followed case by case, you've seen it. The woman wants an advantage in a custody situation. So what does she do? She files a false PFA and she comes in here to the VAWA people. The people that are making $550 million a year directly for the VAWA, another $400+ million for services associated with it. And they do that by continuing to represent these falsities, and they get people like this General Hospital.
I'm going to need you to turn the camera off.
Well, if you're going to say that, I got to leave, because I'm not going to stay here and
That's fine.
maybe falsely accused, unless you have cameras here filming
We
this?
have cameras everywhere.
We have cameras everywhere.